Hey everyone, thank you for tuning into my channel. I look absolutely horrific this morning because I've been up all night with my youngest one. She's just got a sickness bug or something. So yeah, I'm not looking the best and I'm not feeling the best. But she's finally asleep, so hopefully she could get over it quick enough. So today I am going to talk to you about my weight loss journey and how I've done it and how it sort of came about. So to begin with, at the very start, it was all started when I fell pregnant with my first child. That's when I sort of drilled into my head that I'm pregnant. I'm going to be big anyway. It doesn't make a difference what I eat. But that was the wrong way to go about it because that's just where it excelled from there. So yeah, I ate enormous amounts during my pregnancy. Like I would eat about maybe what a normal person would eat in one day. I would probably have that just for my breakfast. And then I would have a big one for my lunch, and then I'd have something for my tea, then I'd have something for my supper, and then I'd find myself getting up during the night and still getting something to eat, which is just astonishing what happened. So yeah, during my pregnancy, that's how much I ate. And I didn't worry too much about it. I didn't stress too much about it because I thought, you know what, I'll probably be able to lose it after I gave birth to her. So gave birth to her, and within 2 months I'd literally drastically lost quite a lot of weight, and I was so stunned, I was so shocked because I didn't do anything. I didn't do any diets. I just sort of started eating a lot better and um, just going out with her a lot more, like taking her out to the shops and taking her out to the park. Obviously she was only a few months old, but it was just initially getting out and walking. um, and yeah, I was like, wow, this is amazing. And then a month later, I found out I was pregnant again. So yeah, all the feelings. I was shocked. I was stunned. I was overwhelmed. But I wouldn't change it for the world now. But back then, because I was like trying to lose weight, it was like, oh God, I've got to do it all over again. But then I drilled into my head that if I was able to lose it the first time, I'd be able to do it the second time, which unfortunately did not happen that way. So when I fell pregnant again, I doubled in size. Like it was just crazy how quick and how big I got. And what annoyed me the most was a lot of people didn't realise how big I was. They were like, "You were never that big, Katie." Like I don't understand. And I think that's what like annoyed me the most because it never gave me like motivation or support that I needed to just sort of get a kick up the bum to be like, you know what I mean, Katie. Like you need to do this. Like you need to lose weight. Like you need to be able to catch up with your kids. Like if they're running off with you, you need to be able to go get them. You can't just be like out of breath and then they're halfway along the street. Um. So yeah, I done the same thing again. I was like, right, eat as much as I want. I was pregnant, so that's exactly what I did. I ate and ate and ate. Um. And then during that pregnancy, because I was so big and I never gave my body time to heal, I ended up with SPD. So I was in crutches for like 3 or 4 months towards the end of my pregnancy, which was just, oh, it was just crazy. Um, so yeah, I gave birth to her, everything went fine, and I thought, you know what, I'll be able to lose this weight again. No, that did not happen. I just kept putting on the weight and putting on the weight. And I was getting quite annoyed because even though I'd changed my diet a bit, I wasn't eating so much rubbish, nothing was happening. I was still like putting on the weight. So that's when I sort of like my self confidence went down and I didn't believe in myself. So I just sort of gave up. Like I literally had no motivation. I just didn't, if it wasn't for my kids, I wouldn't be getting out of bed. Like that's how bad it went. So when I was so tired and exhausted, and I just put it down to obviously being a mum of two, quite young, until my partner was like, Kate, you shouldn't be this tired. Like, you're falling asleep when they're like playing, like that is just not normal. So I was like, you know what, that isn't normal. So I decided to go and book myself an appointment at the doctor's, and they were saying, no, your blood pressure's fine, like you seem fine. And I'm like, no, I want you to test my blood. Now I had to have like a good argument with them for about 5 minutes before they actually took my blood. So eventually they took my blood, and then a week later I found out I have an overactive thyroid, which was a big relief, but also it was quite upsetting as well because I had made myself so low and I'd put myself down so much, even though part of it wasn't my fault. And I still don't think that having an overactive thyroid is a big problem. Um, back then I thought it was a massive problem. I was like, right, that's it, I give up, I'm throwing the towel, I'm never going to lose this weight, I'm always going to be this big. People say with an overactive thyroid, like this stuff just happens. And then it wasn't till I went for my health checkup that they had said that if I kept going the way I was going to end up with diabetes. Now that was an absolute shell shocker, because a lot of people didn't think I was big, and I think it was partly because I was wearing a lot of baggy clothes. And with not having self-confidence, I would just wear baggy clothes, and I didn't like wearing things that fitted me the way they should fitted me, because I didn't like the way I looked, I didn't like my body, and I just always covered it up. Like going swimming, I would wear a swimming costume, I wouldn't wear a bikini. Going and I would always have pajamas on every night. My partner would never see me, like see my body. I just wouldn't let him. I would have the lights off and everything. It was absolutely so extreme. So then I decided to go on this Juice Plus diet that I'd seen in this advert. I was like, you know what, I'm going to try it, I'm going to give it a bash. And it was like, instead of eating snacks during the day, I would have a shake, and in the shake it would have everything that I was needing, which was like the nutrients and the veg and the fruit and the natural sugars that I needed. Instead of me eating a chocolate bar, it was just these natural sugars which were helping me a lot better and boosting my energy, and I felt so much more energized. So I was on these smoothies for a good 6 months, and I lost a stone and a little bit on them, and then I just don't know what happened. It's like I just couldn't lose any more. And I was doing everything like that it said on it, like taking the shakes, and I just wasn't losing any more. And I was like, right, I give this in. Like I threw in the towel yet again. Like my confidence dropped even more. Even though I'd lost that stone, I just didn't give myself enough credit that I should have gave myself. So I threw the towel in again, piled the weight, basically piled most of it back on. And it wasn't until June, July last year, certainly before the summer, and my friend was like, I was speaking to my friend, like I don't think I've ever actually opened up about my weight, because it's not something a lot of people talk about, especially women. They don't like speaking about their weight. It's just a no-go pretty much. Yeah, so after my 21st birthday, I was like, look, I need to change. I need to do something about this. This is just not right. And then my 22nd birthday, I was like, right, I need to do this. So I opened up to my friend and I says to her, like, look, I'm just not happy with myself anymore. I just don't feel like I can do it. And she was like, Katie, you can do it. Like, don't do this to yourself. Like, push yourself, motivate yourself. And she suggested Slimming World. Now, at the time, my idea of Slimming World was like, what, we go and we're just like, it's like the AA pretty much, Alcohol Anonymous, just sitting there like, yeah, I'm Katie, I'm fat, I'm wanting to lose weight, stand a set of scales, pay a fiver. Like, that was just all I was thinking at the time, was I'm literally giving them money just to stand a set of scales. Like, that was all I thought. I was like, no way am I doing this, no way at all am I going for this. But then I don't know what it was. I can't remember what it was that just wanted me to push and drive for it. But I think it was knowing the fact that we were planning on going away, obviously this year now, but last year when I was starting to do it, we were planning on going abroad, and I was like, I can't go abroad in that heat if I didn't lose weight, because I know for a fact that I will sweat and I will feel horrible and I will feel even worse than what I already feel. So yeah, when I decided, right, go for the first class, and the thing that stuck in my head was, if you don't lose weight in the first week, you will get your money back. And I was like, you know what, give it a shot, I've got nothing to lose, why not give it a shot? So I stuck to the plan, and within the first week I'd lost 3.5 pounds. I was absolutely mortified, because I did not think I was going to lose anything, because I wasn't even changing much. It was just like changing from white bread to brown bread, changing from like syrup porridge to normal porridge, and just adding a little bit like fruit through it just to give it a taste. It was just little things like that that changed, and it changed my lifestyle, and it actually changed my life, because when I finally got put on my levothyroxine tablets, that gave a bit of a boost, because there is obviously a side where it says you will lose weight on them, but that also gave me a boost, because it was like making me feel energy, like giving me energy, and then being on this plan, it was like just giving it a good balance just to keep going for it. So I've been on Slimming World for like well, it'll be a year in the summer, and I have lost a total of about 1 stone 10 pounds, which is an amazing thing. But I still haven't. It's like reality hasn't clicked in that I've actually lost that much weight. Like, it just hasn't set in yet. So I think when I do get to my goal weight, 'cause I want to lose a wee bit more, that I probably will be happy within myself, and being able to get into those jeans that I have put away in that cupboard for a very, very long time will be exciting. It will be just amazing. Um, I've also been doing, as well as on the Summer World thing, I've also been trying this thing called fasting. Now, a lot of people will know what fasting's like. Obviously, people with their different beliefs and different cultures, they do fasting anyway. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to give it a bash and see what it's like. So I was speaking to this punter in the pub when I was working, and he was talking about, like, because he's like hardcore in fitness, that's a diet plan that he stuck to, and he noticed a massive difference within his diet and within his weight loss as well. So what is like, say I'm not a breakfast eater. I never have been a breakfast eater. I've always just like had a cup of coffee, had a cup of tea, and like if I have to eat something, it'll be like a bit of toast or something. But I'm just majorly not a breakfast eater altogether. So what I do is, during my day, I'll have maybe a bowl of porridge at like one, or maybe before one actually. I'd probably say about just after 12 o'clock. I'd probably have a bowl of porridge. But before that, I'll have not eaten since, say, 6 o'clock at night. So my last meal will be 5:30. So say I've not eaten since 5:30 last night. So that's 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30, 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30. So that's over 17 hours since I've had anything to eat. And that was just with sleeping as well, because obviously you count sleeping. So I hadn't had anything since last night at 6 o'clock. So I've had 17 hours of basically not eating, which has gave my body time to heal and digest all the food. And obviously, when there's nothing fueling your body, it's just going to burn fat elsewhere. So I've not ate anything for 17 hours, which is amazing. Like, people with the fasting thing say it's an amazing thing to do, because you could start on like 10 hours, then you could build yourself up. So obviously, with that giving you time for your body to eat all the fat that's in your body, is burning a lot quicker. And it actually works out as, if you fast like 5 days a week, you have the 2 days where you could eat pretty much anything you want and whatever you want and whenever you want, pretty much. That just balances it all up. So if you have 5 days of fasting, say I have 5 days of like 12 hours fasting or 13 hours fasting, I still have the 2 hours where the 2 days where I could do whatever I want. As long as you give you're eating, like, just say you're eating is like 8 hours. If you give your eating 8 hours, within that time frame of 8 hours, if you eat in the 8 hours and then you leave your body 17 hours to like digest all the food, you will work out, and it will see it a lot better as well, because I've been doing it for like the last couple of weeks, that I've noticed a drastic difference and how it's coming off a lot quicker, and I feel a lot better about myself, because I'm not one of those people that always have to have their breakfast, and I'm not one of those people that like eats like I'm just sort of the type of person that eats when they're hungry. I'm not like this breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, tea. Like, that has been drilled into us all as humans since we were born. Like, we need to have a breakfast, and breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Don't get me wrong, when you're young, yeah, that's quite an important meal, because when you're young, you're burning it off a lot quicker, and as you get older, it's a lot harder to lose the weight you want to lose, and it's a lot harder to keep up with the things you want to do as well. So yeah, with me doing fasting as well, I've noticed a drastic difference as well. So if anybody wants to try it, they should just even give it a go just for a week, just to see it, because there's no harm in trying it. There really is no harm. And if anyone has any questions about it, I've looked it up and I've researched it, and I've done the studies on it online, and they've even recommended that fasting is probably very, very beneficial and very healthy for you to do. So yeah, I would totally recommend trying fasting and giving it a go, because there's no harm in trying it, and see what results you end up in. And if you end up in a massive result, I would want to see it. Like, comment below, if you've got any questions about it, ask me. I am more than happy to answer anything that's going. Like I said, I've done the research, I've looked it up, and I've seen that a lot of scientists and a lot of athletes, like fit athletes, do fasting, and they have worked out that it's so much beneficial and so much more healthier for them to do. So yeah, that sort of comes to the ends of like my weight loss journey. I'm not finished it, and I will keep you posted on how it's going and what I'm doing. But yeah, that's all I'm pretty much doing is I'm fasting and I'm on Slimming World, and being on Slimming World has helped me with support, because I wasn't getting the support I was getting at home, because I never really got the chance to open up to people, because people weren't understanding and realising how big I got. I think the only person that did was probably my mum. Like, my mum was the honest person who went, like, Kate, you look awfully big in the face. Like, she was the only person that says to me, like, you're looking... Even I remember my gran being like, oh, you're putting on the beef. But it just made me laugh, because it was like, finally someone's making me realise that I'm not just looking at myself thinking I'm fat. There's someone out there that's actually realising it too. Because I used to always go when I was feeling sad and low, like, food was my option. Like, I would just endeavour in food. Like, I felt sad, I would go to a chocolate bar. I felt just bored, I would eat. And yeah, that's pretty much how it all went for the last 2 years. So yeah, this last like year and a bit has really helped me push and drive for the goal that I want to do. And it just shows you that you can do it. Doesn't matter what health problems you've got, doesn't matter what conditions you've got, you can push it, and you can show people that just because you've got whatever it may be, you can beat it, and you can prove that you can lose the weight you want to lose. Just because I am only 23 does not mean that I'm wanting to get really, really skinny really, really quick. That is not what I'm doing. I'm doing it at a steady pace. I'm doing it at a slow pace, because, like I said, not a lot of people have noticed that I've lost weight because I'm doing it slow. But if I was to compare them a picture from before and after, they would notice a massive difference because of how at a steady pace I've done it. So yeah, I would totally go ahead, and if you want to lose weight, try the fasting. Even not about losing weight, just want to keep yourself fit and keep yourself healthy, and just see if it works for you, because it totally worked for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That comes to the end of me talking about my weight. And yeah, just putting out there, if anyone wants to ask any questions, don't hesitate to comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and please like and share my videos. And I hope this has helped you boost either your confidence, boost your self-esteem, and I hope it helps you get to your goal that you want to get to in life. So yeah, thank you for tuning in, thank you for listening, and yeah, I hope it's all helped. Bye!